Here at the Rollerskating Octopus, we would appreciate if you did not let your underage children listen to us. We are offensive. We make jokes about everything. We do say just really offensive stuff. I'm not apologizing. I'm laughing. So, thank you for listening, but only if you're over 18. Hello and welcome to the Rollerskating Octopus Podcast. I am Scott, and these are the boys. It's an all-boy episode. It's just the boys. Ha! Finger guns flying everywhere. Yeah. So, unfortunately, Serafina will not be joining us tonight. She might be watching or listening. If so, hello, Serafina. We love you. It's not because of anything like last time where she was hungover.
No,
she actually had to work. She actually had to work. And
she did just say, get it together, and always annoying Curtis.
You know what? I did talk to her.
Did you?
I talked to her earlier.
And what did you say?
Supposed to be at the podcast. Yo, what the hell are you doing? You're supposed to be doing the podcast.
See, what had happened was I had to...
You're supposed to be...
I'm going to try to go.
You're going to try to make it.
Try.
You have like an hour. You're going to be off in the next hour.
I can try.
All right, you better try. You better try and make it.
I love you.
You better try and make it. Either way, Scott's going to make fun of you.
Wait, what? Why?
Because she's short. So, lots of stuff going on. Crazy times.
Oh, it's lovely times.
The president caught COVID. That's awful.
Totally awful.
But, you know.
Awful.
I respect the...
I want to say irony, but yeah, sanctity of life.
I mean, I respect the office of the president, but, you know, you caught a liberal hoax. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Because it's real, and science is real. So maybe everybody's going to pay a little bit more of the science, and despite anything, you know, we want our country to be okay, so everybody try to get along, even though people's backgrounds, people's political opinions may be different.
They may be different.
I'm going to remind you of something. The country is not made up of the left and right. The country is made up of Americans. Okay?
Yeah, it's people.
We're Americans. We're all people.
Except for the aliens.
Except for the aliens. But...
Why do you gesture to me when you say that?
No, because
they're going to find out now.
Because I'm going to talk to you.
The aliens.
Stop it. We're not supposed to say anything like that. So anyway.
But yeah, no. Try to get along. God, it's as simple as that.
Yeah, try
honestly.
to get along. Everybody, we're still Americans. And in 2021, you don't want people like, you know, because here's the problem. You're going to... This election thing is a temporary thing. And if you believe...
in 2 months, everybody's going to forget about it.
And if you believe...
regardless of the results.
Every election is like, if you vote for this guy and he wins, fucking everything's going to end. Okay? It doesn't. It doesn't.
Life goes on.
Kind of keeps going on.
Like in that one song.
Kind of keeps rolling on.
Yeah.
So they may want you to feel that way, but it's not the truth. And here's the problem. Like, you destroy all these relationships with people and everything. And then in 2021...
family members fighting against each other.
Because COVID's going to pass, just like Spanish flu passed, just like the plagues passed, everything. Everything's going to pass, and just, I want everybody to think, like, how's history going to judge you?
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah, no, you're absolutely... It's, people want to fight back and forth with each other, but you know who really had it bad fighting with their family and their neighbors?
Who?
The people in the Civil War. They were literally fighting their neighbors. Well, people are saying now, I mean,
there's people out there now that want fucking... They want fucking Civil War, and I don't think people quite understand. It's not like, you know, these dudes, you gotta understand, these dudes calling for Civil War and all this other shit, they're like, they're fucking... right now, probably just sitting watching TV, having a beer.
Yeah.
Like, and they think, yeah, we'll have that Civil War and we'll watch Netflix. No. Bullshit like that fucking happens. It's going to be a fucking war. I mean, Americans, I hate to break it to all of us. We are a violent fucking tribe, dude. Like, if you take all the wars we've ever fought, our Civil War, with all the people combined, all the wars combined, we fucking kill each other better than anything. I mean, I know we're always preoccupied with bombing countries with brown people in them, but when we go to killing each other, fuck, we're good at it. We're so good at murdering other Americans.
It is. It's ridiculous. But I think...
So think about that. Yeah.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I think we should move on to a better topic, though.
No.
No?
No. Because I believe that pets should be spayed and neutered. Okay?
They should. Thank you.
And just because you don't want to talk about spaying and neutering pets...
Thank you, Drew Carey.
It's very important.
He's the one that does that now, right?
Yeah, I think he has to contractually. Like, contractually, you got to be like, Bob Barker's like, if you don't mention fucking...
He probably threatened him with a golf club.
Spaying and neutering.
If you don't get that reference, don't watch us.
He's gonna... What if they, like, threatened him? Like, really bad threatened him.
Like, you can have all the showgirls and everything you want on the show, but you must say this at the very end, or your life is over. Or
we fucking murder your grandma. In front of you.
We'll take back that heart-saving surgery that you had.
Violently.
That's a bit brutal.
It is brutal.
We take back the surgery.
We take back the surgery.
That's it. You have an aortic distension again.
Just throw it in there.
I don't even know that's what was wrong with him. I'm just like, think of a heart problem.
I think it was, he had like 3 heart attacks or something like that.
Really? He seems like he's in really good shape.
Now he is, yeah. No, back when he was doing like
when he was on like the Drew Carey show.
And Drew Carey.
When he was on Drew Carey, I mean, I thought he was going to release like an exercise DVD. I think during that time he was on a diet of like...
Well, he went back and forth when they were doing that,
You know, beer, hookers, and blow. It's always funny with these celebrities. They're like, this dude fucking... Like Amy Winehouse literally wrote a song about how I'm not going to fucking rehab. Okay, now you're dead. You fucking overdosed.
That was so unexpected.
I think it's the only celebrity where they died, and I just went, "Oh, that's a shocker."
It's
totally no one was shocked by that.
No, not
nobody. They were like, "Amy Winehouse is dead." They were like, "Fuck, I didn't see her live. That would have been cool."
And she did have some bangers. I wouldn't say bangers. She had some decent songs.
She had some decent songs, but every time you looked at her, you were just like.
I want to take a shower.
You look sticky, and I don't like it. I just
so true.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, you look like you just rolled around in just straight garbage. Like, who did your hair? A rat?
Don't insult rats like that.
Dude, no, she's just a hot mess. Like, I've seen her on award shows and everything, and she's just like, hey, I'm pretty sure
she definitely didn't hide it. I mean,
well, what's funny is I think later at her house, she's probably talking to people and she's like, I hallucinated. I was at an award show.
No,
you won.
You were there.
What? Yeah. Bad. Sorry you're dead, Amy Winehouse. You made great movies or music, but don't.
I think we're talking about different Amy Winehouses.
Yeah. Not movies.
You know what's coming up, though?
What movies are coming up?
Not movies. Well, actually, there's some movies that are out right now.
What music? What's coming up?
I was going to say Halloween.
Halloween is coming soon.
Right now, it's like 3 weeks for us, but this episode is going to drop like the week before Halloween.
I know.
Or
next week we have to wear costumes.
Yeah, this week and next week we have to hit it hard.
We have to wear like a costume.
Yeah. I mean, I got my face mask. It's pretty...
I'll do something.
Costumey.
I just have my regular face.
Yeah, that's scary enough.
Yeah.
Listen, I own a mirror.
No, I said
they're all broken by now. But
I said that one time.
Every time I look into the shards, they just break smaller and smaller.
That's like I said something fucked up to somebody one time. He's like, really big dude. Bigger than D. Like, bigger than Big D, right?
Right.
Like just bigger than me and you, Andy, like all of us, if we were all
Big boy.
squished together.
Right.
And he just came walking up one day and he's like, "Oh man, I'm so full. What did I eat? What? You wouldn't even know what I ate." And I just looked at him like, "I don't know, everything."
A
Like,
child.
like, do you just look at a menu and go, "Yeah,
A family of steaks?
a family
Like the
of
whole...
You know what? Let's bring that into restaurants. Actually, no.
Have one from
If
each.
you can have like a flight of beers, you could have a family of steaks and just like 4 different cuts. And like the last cut could be veal.
Yeah, this is the veal.
And this is the veal. So you go, "Oh, the baby. So delicious." You know,
So
don't eat
succulent.
veal. I actually don't eat veal. I do eat
I think
like
I've had it like
elk.
once. I didn't see a
I'll
real
eat
difference,
fucking
honestly.
anything, but my issue is like these people, the vegans, are like, if you go to a slaughterhouse, blah 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 blah. Went to one.
Yeah.
Went to a fucking slaughterhouse. I don't have a fucking problem with it whatsoever. Yeah, they take a big pneumatic rod and just boom, and the thing fucking drops. Cool. Have no problem with that. Kills them fucking instantly.
Well, if you don't kill them instantly, then meat just goes
Yeah.
bad.
Well,
The
and you're
veal-
torturing them as well.
The veal,
Well,
however,
it gets tense. And
there's really no way to
It's a little-
justify
little
that.
darker.
There's really no way to justify it. It's like,
Is that-
what is it? Oh, it's tortured baby calf. Cool.
Would you classify that as dark meat?
Yeah,
that's
it
pretty
is some
dark.
dark shit, dude. Well, no, I was like, I'm walking through and you see these like calves just hanging there.
Yeah.
And their little underdeveloped legs, and they're just feeding them milk, and they're like, "That's veal," and I'm like, "That's cool, nightmare fuel, thanks."
Totally.
And I mean, they were just like, "Yo, man, this is a fucking job," you know, and they're just force feeding these fucking little cows, and they're like, "This is my fucking job," and I'm just like, I would quit. It's not that like I'm hating on them. I mean, they have to make a living and shit like that, but it's a fucked up thing to do.
It is.
It is kind
is hard
of
to
a
justify
fucked up
something like
thing to
that.
do. Even though you're like, it's so delicious, and it is. It fucking is. You may want to lighten up on the veal. I'm not a big veal fan. That's what I'm saying. Lamb, however, like little baby lambs, yeah, fuck them. Eat the fuck. They are delicious.
I mean, we've all had.
So,
How do you guys say it in New York? The gyros.
They're euros.
Euros. But yeah,
Yes,
no, New
Euros.
Yorkers do say gyros.
The gyros.
Gyros.
You have to go
I
get
hear
some
that all the time
gyros.
down here.
Got to go down to the street car and get some gyros.
Well, that's like that shawarma and shit
yeah.
like that too. But that's like a
I mean, I
mixture.
love that cooking
stuff
style,
that,
though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the stuff that's on that wheel,
Mm-hmm.
they have different kinds, and it's usually like
Oh yeah.
that
They have
lamb-
chicken. They have
lamb,
yeah,
chicken,
Yeah.
and beef.
they have like that lamb blend.
right.
I watched a How Is It Made once on that.
Oh, it's just like a pink slop they stick on a
Stick.
Yeah, it's called
Steak.
meat.
A
It's
stick.
it's
Then they pre-cook it, and then they stick it on a thing, and the guy goes,
Yeah.
and slices it off, and we're like, yo, extra tzatziki.
Word.
Dude, I
Gotta
love
love
tzatziki.
I make my own
sauce.
tzatziki sauce.
I
It's-
love fucking
it's
tzatziki
delicious.
sauce is amazing.
Huh?
Tzatziki sauce is
I
amazing.
said
It
I
is.
make my own, and it's delicious.
Okay.
Just take that and
He's single,
pita
ladies.
breads. Just
Pita bread.
Yeah.
I swim in that shit
Swimming it. He keeps him
with
young.
the pita bread.
I'm just gonna
Keeps him young. Keeps him young.
Moisturizes.
Well,
keeps the skin.
It's the dill and the yogurt moisturizes the skin. Yeah,
the dill especially.
especially the dill.
Especially the dill. It makes my butthole tingle. Love it. Well, no, I mean, so, because honestly, I mean, we got to eat, and it's just like pate, which is fucking delicious.
I don't know.
You
Something
know-
about pate just kind of grosses
Well,
me out.
you wouldn't want to go to Canada then.
Well, they kind of torture
I
the
don't.
geese. They kind of torture the geese, so I kind of stopped eating that too. So, here's my thing. Like,
Fuck your poutine.
I'll eat. Poutine's amazing. What's funny
Isn't
is
that
when
just-
you're in Canada, everybody fucking sells it.
Isn't
and-
poutine just cheese curds and gravy on French
It's-
fries?
It's French fries with usually mushroom gravy and cheese curds,
Mm-hmm.
but like real northern cheese curds. Like we can't even get this shit down in fucking Florida. They're like kind of squeaky. You can buy them in bags.
He's got
Squeaky
I know
cheese.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, you can buy it in bags. Just walk around and fucking eat it up north. You know, you're like every time I'm up north, I'm like, I gotta go in a convenience store. Like this is a little fucking squeaky cheese thing, and I just walk around fucking eating them like this is normal to be eating cheese curds, walk around because I'm
Totally.
a fucking nomad.
It's like the guy who walks around with a Windex bottle full of Powerade.
So somebody was a man who had a different political
Uh-oh.
view
Oh, no.
assaulted an older man with his dog and himself, and the guy had to go get stitches the other day. That
What the
was
fuck?
fun. And this
Assault,
circles
okay.
back to not being dicks to each other, sicking dogs on people.
Okay, okay. You said assaulted him with the dog. I know what you meant, but that just sounds like he swung his dog at another person.
He did. Held him by the legs. The problem was it was like a German Shepherd or some shit. But what's funny is could you imagine that if you were like one of those, oh, I'm a tough guy. I don't like that guy. What the sign he's holding. I'm going to jump out of my pickup truck. But in that universe, he had a Chihuahua. So he's just holding the two back legs, just beating him with the dog. Yes.
Do you beat people with your Chihuahua?
Do you not?
I don't beat people
quick.
with your Chihuahua, no.
Invention idea for anybody who wants to go on Shark Tank.
Chihuahua launcher.
Chihuahua launcher. Rotating barrel, 8 Chihuahuas. Just shoots them at people. And like the really small shaky ones. So they're like, they catch them and they just feel bad. They're like, oh, like I was gonna
vibrating when you grab them.
I was gonna beat your ass, but what the hell is wrong with this? I'm like, I don't know. They shouldn't breed them together anymore. I think that's genetic damage. It is. Well, that's why
and they
like
poop midair too.
in the malls and shit. Like we went to a mall the other day, like Sebastian.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in the Sebastian Mall, and they have those little puppy stores. And you look at these puppies, and they're so fucking cute. But then all I can think of, thank you, Sarah McLachlan, is puppy mills. Yeah. And you're like, this is fucked up. You shouldn't sell puppies in malls. But then you're like, well, where would you buy a puppy from then? Then you're like, breeders. And then all your like horror stories about breeders.
Yeah.
And you're just like, fuck, you know what I'm going to do? Adopt one from a fucking shelter, which is what everybody should do.
Yes. We had a friend. We have a mutual friend that just found out about puppy mills. Like a month or so ago.
It was
just
a
found out
weird
about
conversation to have with her.
How do you not know?
It's got to be wonderful to live a sheltered life.
Dude,
It's just-
I hate that a little bit when somebody's like, oh, what do you mean? And you're like, and you lay this fucking truth on them, and they're just like, holy.
It's even worse when it's
shit.
like a commonly known truth.
Yeah.
It's like, how have you made it 30 some years and you haven't heard about
There was
pigs,
something else that she
bacon?
didn't know.
I don't know.
But that's what I worry about. Like, I don't sleep a lot. Okay. I don't. I just kind of skip through life. Like, I know tonight I'm going to probably go to bed. I'll sleep for 2 or 3 hours. I'll wake up. I'll pee. I'll go do something. I'll go back to bed.
At least you
I'll
do it
sleep
in
for
that
a
order.
couple hours. Yeah.
You get
I'll
to
sleep for a couple more hours. You know what I mean? I just get like these little 3 hour, 2 hour jumps in time.
Mhm.
And then at 4 or 5, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm up. And then I'm up. But I use that time, like, I'll sit outside and I'll just read articles. I'll read about frozen bodies on Everest that you can't get, that they now use as mile markers.
Right, yeah.
Which, don't climb Everest. It's the tallest mountain of fucking climb it.
I mean,
But
do it,
so
but
many
don't
people-
expect to survive.
So many people
Also-
are doing it now. There's lines, and people are dying waiting in line to get... True story.
Jesus Christ.
Right. And then what happens is you die there, and it's too
Do they at least
dangerous.
cart you up the mountain a little bit to say
No.
that you
If you die somewhere, look this shit up. If you die up there, they have videos of people like talking to a guy going, you got to move and stuff like that. And the guy's just like, all right, you know, I'm all right. I'm all right. And like an hour later, they have a picture of him. He's fucking dead.
Yeah. That's what happened.
And he's up there still.
In negative, 60-degree weather.
On maps, on Everest, for those of you who really want to do it, on the maps, all those markers that they use are dead bodies. So if you have to go, because one of them's called green boots, if you're like, green boots, now I know I'm in the death zone. You shouldn't be in that zone.
And you see a pair of green boots sticking out of the ground?
No, it's actually just a body.
Oh,
D,
yeah.
can you put a picture of green boots up on the Everest green boots up on the screen?
And no, that's not a pirate.
He could be a pirate.
Our Green Boots the pirate.
Green Boots the pirate. He's frozen. He's a mile marker. I don't want that out of my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and here's the other issue. The people who live there, the mountain's holy to them. That's like a sacred mountain.
And for rich people, it's like, tourist attraction. Die on. All their trash is up there. Now your dead fucking bodies are up there. Yeah.
And they can't remove it. And they're just like, but they have to make a living and they're dependent on this now. And it's kind of a horrible situation. I would hope that.
I was going to put the picture up, but then I remembered how YouTube is. It is still technically a dead body.
Yeah, but they're showing it on.
Is it on a YouTube video?
I don't know.
I've seen it on a YouTube video before.
Have you?
Yeah. I mean, this isn't us like a snuff film. This is us actually discussing an issue.
Like how bad is it?
I
mean, it's
not bad.
He's just in. You just see green hiking boots.
I mean,
it looks
some
like somebody's
of them,
sleeping in the snow.
Covered in snow. Some of them you can see their face, and it's
the one that I have here. It's not like. You can't tell it's necessarily a dead body, but it's like...
No, YouTube, I've seen it on when you're talking about that. It's not like we're making fun of him. But put it up there. You can always blur it.
Yeah,
there he is. He is now a mile marker.
With the oxygen tanks next to him.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what happens, people.
And
don't climb mountains.
How long has
absolutely necessary.
There's dozens.
Yeah.
That's just the one I remember.
Because people do it over. It's a thing.
Yeah, they just have people sitting.
It's like hunting tigers. It's something that rich people have to do. Stop hunting tigers.
Especially since most of them are in Texas.
This again. And cue flashback.
And we're back. So, for those of you that don't know, we are setting up a Patreon and everything like that.
Oh, yes, we are.
And we're going to be producing a commercial to ask you for donations. So, but if you want to look us up before that, that's fine. That'll be great. If it's done now, we will queue it up and we'll put the commercial in right here.
Hopefully.
But it probably won't be done, so... But if it is...
I think we can get it done in the next week or so.
But if it is,
So
it'll be now. Hello and welcome to the Rollerskating Octopus Podcast. My name is Scott, and... Each year, millions of co-hosts are victims of neglect. And sadly, for many... help comes too late. Thousands of co-hosts are thrown into landfills, and you can prevent that. For just 17 cents a day, little Serafina could have shoes. And Curtis could have a full belly after he eats Serafina's shoes. Will you be the savior of a co-host in need? Find us on Patreon and support a co-host in need. Patreon.com/rollerskatingoctopus. Be their hope. Okay, so don't be selfish. Yeah, it's so sad. So sad. I know a lot of you just saw that commercial and you are just...
Should we put a link to the...
You're weeping right now.
I know.
And here's a link to our Patreon. So even if the commercial isn't done, there's a link to our Patreon right up there. So do that. I'm just giving you so much work to do. Yeah.
Why?
The Patreon.
I don't even know if I can put it up there.
Yeah, you can right there.
Well, I'll try.
Or down here.
That might be better.
He's going to end up trying to put it up there, and then it's just going to be like on the side.
No, it's going to be down here then.
No, he's probably going to put it on the side over there.
Over here?
Yeah, over there.
It's just going to be an octopus on your face. That's it.
It's like the octopus.
Help, my face is an octopus.
Not the one on the TV, though.
Now you're giving yourself all sorts of shit to do. He'll be bitching, editing this.
God,
I got to put a fucking octopus on his fucking face. So stupid. Why did I even say that?
Actually, make it clickable.
Actually, I think
he's just pointing around to shit.
So I think most of the ones they do like that, the banners that like the pictures you can click on are just in the end credits. The ones that are like mid video are just like the corner banners that you like have to open the actual. Just
cool.
Go up there and look for it.
I don't know how any of this shit works.
That way, yeah. It's gonna be up there in the corner.
I just say shit on
hopefully
Facebook. Is anybody watching? I mean,
we had a couple
people. Were people talking? Hello, people.
Sarah Nicole says, "Hey, boys."
Hey.
And then we said, "Yay, Patreon! You can put it in the description." Put it in the description.
We will.
Put it in the description.
I see a spoopy season. It's spoopy season.
All the spooky booze.
Also, so many flashbacks.
All the flashbacks.
All the flashbacks.
Like a nom vet.
I'm not doing that one.
My dad's a nom vet.
I could make one of those videos, but...
No, my dad was a Vietnam.
Like, us just sitting here laughing about something, then someone trails off.
No, we're not doing that.
Yeah, no.
Let's definitely not do that.
Not tasteful.
So, anywho, Halloween, I heard them saying, like, we're going to cancel Halloween and all this other shit. Dude, Halloween Day, just for anybody who's watching this, on Halloween Day, if you have kids, St. Lucie Honey Company, US 1 10110, so 10110, that's the address.
Mr. Producer.
South US 1, Port St. Lucie. Look, this is the reason why I'm doing it. Yes, I own the store. This really isn't shameless self-promotion. This is for your families. We are going to have a trunk or treat for kids. We're going to have live bees in an observation hive. Nice. We're going to have a shaved ice truck. On Halloween Day, it's also going to be our grand opening. So just thinking of the kids, balloons, or something, but
clowns,
not balloons.
We're going to have clowns.
There will be no fucking clowns. There'll be no clowns. I fucking hate clowns. But
I knew what I'm doing for
Halloween.
They're
talking about, come to the store, man. There's going to be all sorts of shit going on.
As a clown.
I will punch you. It's that easy.
Wouldn't be the first time I've been punched as a clown.
That's true. Because you're dressed as a fucking clown. People should punch you. All right, real quick. If you like to dress as a clown because you think it's funny and you like to scare people that don't like clowns, I'm not one of those people that are like, I'm scared of clowns, I'm going to run away. No, they make me angry. Okay, so my propensity to violently lash out at clowns, super high. Super high.
Just don't do it.
Yeah. Oh, and Mimes, the cousin of the clown, that's a little slow. Those count. Still fucking clowns. Anyway, on to a nicer note. If you dress your kid like a clown, that's fine. But,
so you're not going to punch a 5-year-old who's dressed like a clown?
No, right. Because here's
what's
the thing.
What's the age limit here?
Here's the thing, though. I don't give a fuck, dude. Teenagers that, I'm too old to trick-or-treat. Come to the store.
Dude, seriously, you're never too old to trick or treat.
Right.
Just do it.
Because here's the thing. Kids right now are growing up in a time where you and I can't even fucking imagine. Like, we're trying to make these adjustments, but think about these kids that are 6, 7, 5 years old and stuff, and they're like, oh, I gotta wear masks now, and I could kill people by breathing on them, and all this, and they gotta stay in, and we gotta do school over.
We're going to have a whole generation of agoraphobes.
This is really weird So I'm trying to do something so that kids can go have a good time. We'll follow social distancing guidelines.
You can still be safe.
I'll have all sorts of sanitation shit. You can Purell yourself. Just slather it all over you.
We got a Lysol bath going.
Yeah, just Lysol baths as you walk in. But the whole thing is there's going to be trunk or treat, so the kids can actually go to a couple little stops and go to a couple little stores, and we're going to set it up so that they can walk around a little bit and get some treats. We're going to set it up so that they can go look at the live bees and look at them in the hive and everything.
That'd be so fun.
And then there's going to be a shaved ice food truck there, so you can do that. The blood mobile's going to be there, so you can donate some blood if you want to give on this holiday.
You do it. People need it.
If it's being canceled and all these other things, share this video or let people know that this is going on. Because literally, I mean, we fuck around, we joke around a lot, and it's always like, for the kids, but this literally is genuinely for the kids because they're growing up in some weird shit, and let them have a fucking holiday.
Yeah, it's something to actually do. If you can't figure out something to do,
we'll just be safe.
You just found out.
Okay, we want to be safe. You can come down, they can look at spooky bees. I'll put little witches' hats on.
I was about to say, are they going to be dressed up too?
Dude, there's like 4,000 bees in that hive. What are you doing? I'm sewing little hats. No.
I can see you like putting them in a cooler so they'll like slow down and then. No.
You vastly overestimate
putting face paint on individual bees.
Paint them all like little skull faces. They're so spooky.
This one's dressed like a spider.
Oh, all the other bees are stinging it. Shit.
Well, didn't plan that one out.
Yeah, that didn't go as planned.
That got dark.
Yeah. How about we just leave the bees alone? So anyway, we are going to have like live bees. I'm trying to think. We got like a lot of stuff going on there.
I don't think we've actually sat down and talked about it.
Yeah. We have like a lot of stuff going on at the store. St. Lucie Honey Company. It's just going to be fun. We're going to do our grand opening during that, but I know I should be focusing on that, but for some reason I'm
on Halloween, right?
Focusing on Halloween and these kids that are just fucking like, oh, no, I can't even go trick-or-treating.
I mean, they did get lucky, though. We never got this. At least I never did when I was in school.
Well, I'm gonna
Halloween
have,
is on a Saturday.
Like, I'll have people just cut the bags open with gloves and we'll put them in a chute to the kids 6 feet away. Whatever we have to freaking do.
Halloween's on a Saturday this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That never happened.
Right? Wasn't it last year too?
And that's why I'm doing
this is a leap year.
That's why I'm doing a daytime thing. During the day, it's going to go on like 9 to 4 so that we have like a daytime thing that they can do. And that way they get candy.
Yeah, candy. No, yep. Candy. This year it's on a Saturday. Last year, not last year. I think next year. No, nope, not next year.
Just
next year it's on a Sunday. But yeah, we never had that growing up. We always wanted Halloween should be on a Saturday.
It was always so like a Wednesday or
in the
a Monday.
So if you parents who want to dress up funny and maybe go out and then fuck or something, during the day, you can bring the kids and run around and do shit.
Tire them out.
There may be a truck with puppies and kittens.
Oh.
The SPCA, they're gonna do an adoption event that we're working on.
Sweet.
Getting them. It's just
are they gonna dress them up too? They probably will dress them up.
They probably will. So that's what I was trying to think of for the kids. It's like, what the fuck can we do?
Yeah, no, that'd be great.
My mom came up with Bloodmobile, and I was like, yeah, kids love that.
And it's appropriate.
SPCA, though, little puppies and kittens. You get to see bees.
Oh, yeah.
So there's animals. And then candy.
You get to pet the bees.
And just candy. We're going to set up like 6 or 7 candy stations. Even though it's all the same candy. It's all the same candy. We're just going to do it so they can walk around and people can look at them and go, look at that cute little thing. And then they can walk up and go, what the hell are you? And I'm a princess.
Hear that? Scott's going to be dressed as a princess.
Dude,
Come see it.
One year, I wore like white tights, this ballerina outfit with combat boots and a leather jacket. And they're like, what are you? I'm like, I'm a fucking angel.
I was
and they were like,
girl? I was going to say Punky Brewster.
And they were just like, why are you so aggressive? Fuck you. Nobody understood my costume.
Have you ever read the Bible?
I loved it. It's very confusing. It's very confusing. I like the parts where it tells me how to buy and sell slaves. And if I rape somebody, I have to give them silver. I like those parts. Sorry. It's all in there.
Not going. Yeah.
It's in there, but we're not going to talk about it.
Not going to go off on that tangent. But yeah, no, come. I'll try and be there. I mean,
yeah, try to be there.
Saturdays, I'm usually doing pretty much nothing.
You have children, right? You're watching kids?
Yeah, he's usually at his grandmother's on Saturdays.
Well,
so
if
we'll
not,
see.
If he gets stuck.
And if anything else, I can convince his mother to let me take him to go see bees.
Yeah, and we'll make a costume. Just
I'm sure he'll have something by then.
Yeah, you can just, dude, simple costume, real quick. Get a black plastic trash bag, cut a hole for the head and arms, put it on him. Homeless.
Duct tape. He's a ninja.
My mom dressed me up like that one year. Thanks, Mom.
Not offensive.
Actually, that was my idea. I'm like, she dressed me up. No, she just let me.
So you put a little duct tape belt and lining, then you're a ninja.
My technical thing was I was a hobo.
I'm not homeless. I'm a hobo.
Yeah.
Did you have your little bag and a stick too?
That's more of a tramp, I think. But yes, it could be a hobo. There's a word for that.
Transient?
There's actually a word for that.
The bag
on a stick.
I don't remember what it's called.
And I can't remember what the bag on the stick is called. Somebody in the comments tell me what the bag on the stick is called.
It'll probably be like 20 seconds before.
If only we had information, a way to access.
I'm working on it.
If only we had
a bindle.
A bindle. There we go. If only we had instant access to information.
Stereotypically used by the American subculture of hobos.
Hobos!
No hobo.
No hobo.
Another name for the hobos were bindle stiff.
Bindle stiff.
For the hobo or for
specifically the hobo that's carrying a bindle is a bindle stiff.
Could you imagine that? Just wait, we're sitting. It's like 1910, and we're just sitting by the train tracks, me and you, and I'm like, grab your bindle. 2 bindle stiffs like us. We got to get back on that road and jump on that train. I don't know why they have Southern accents, but they do. You know?
Didn't they always though?
I think they do. I think you have to do that.
You gotta have the Southern accent when you're a bindle stiff.
Yeah, if you're like, what are your goals? And they're like, one day, I hope to rise to be a bindle stiff. And they're like, no, because you speak like a radio announcer. You're not allowed to do that.
You've been discovered.
And then you go, oh, well, then what do? Go to Alabama, live there, talk like them. Then you can join. And that's what they have to do.
Because you have aspirations.
But it's like
an
unpaid. Yeah, it's like an unpaid internship. You have to get everybody else's bindles for them.
I mean, you could always just start. You could always just go from radio announcer voice to mumbles and go hanging out when they go over there.
Boom hour, basically,
right? Basically, I mean,
what's funny is people actually talk like boom hour.
They do, man.
You're just like, you don't see it, do you?
I talk to people and I'm like, I can't understand you.
Yeah. I don't know. Dealing with the public sometimes. I'm just like.
I had a guy in my unit that talked like that when he got frustrated. He was a Southern gentleman, yeah, like deep, and yeah, when he got frustrated, he was good like talking in person.
Him and his sister were really close.
But once he started getting flustered or frustrated or something, he would come out. Goddamn, man, just talking like man.
I lived in Tennessee. I know.
I'm guessing you mean like how when I get really angry, I start sounding like I'm straight from the middle of Brooklyn.
What you talking about, eh?
Hey, don't even fucking start, right?
Don't make me come over there.
Don't fucking start.
Make me come up there.
Did we go over the fact that if there's a child listening to this, that I don't think we did that this episode.
Beep, 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 beep. This is a public service announcement from Scott. Hi, how are you today? If you're hearing my voice coming out of your children's screens, slap it the fuck out of their hands. We say dumb shit. We talk about penguin abortion. You don't want that. Don't let your kids listen to us.
Also, they've been listening to us for like 40 minutes now.
40 minutes. Show's almost over. You're a bad parent.
The intention is I do.
You heard us say bindle stiff, didn't you?
Bindle stiff. Bindle stick? Bindle stiff. Right.
You heard us say bindle stiff.
Bindle stiff.
And we'll say it again. The word we can't say is
I was just about to say it. You beat me to it.
I quit.
It's not dick.
I had to.
I'm so sad now.
You just gotta put a censored flash. Why? They'll never know.
Also, Patreon in the top right corner.
Would it be over there? Over here?
No, top right corner.
Top right corner.
Yes.
Is right. It is right.
Stage right.
Oh. Sorry.
Go stage right, he gets it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Well, no, just some... Dude, I had to spend... Like, I think me and Josh, who was on last week, I think me and Josh explained that to you. Like, we literally, for 9 months straight, did nothing but, like, I think my Bixby was talking.
What?
So anyway, we did nothing but just eat, live, and breathe, like, the theater and the stage. Like, I had to go to like swing dancing classes and vocal classes to sing and all this other shit. Dude, it was ridiculous. And it was a great production, though. I wish I had video of it. I wish, if anyone saw Rocky Horror like 15 years ago at the fucking auditorium live, I want to see the video.
It is that time of the year. They should be doing some production somewhere.
Oh, because
it's gonna happen.
It wasn't a shadow cast either. Like, it was just us on the stage doing it. There wasn't a movie playing in the background. Right. Nothing. No, it was Rocky Horror show.
Did you give the audience members the rice to throw at the wedding scene?
No, that was the crowd that just assaulted us with shit.
Did you also ask if there was any virgins?
Nah. On the stage show, we really didn't do that. People in the crowd, though, that
would
went
do
to
their
see
own participation.
Rocky, it's like, y'all crazy. And I was looking at them because when I was a kid, like a teenager, I used to go to Rocky Horror every weekend, right. And we'd sacrifice virgins, run up and down the aisles, doing dumb shit, throwing fucking, just destroying in Carefree Theater, which was down off of Belvedere. I think it's still there.
I've never gone to a live Rocky Horror.
Me neither.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
I want to, but I also know that anybody that I go with knows that I haven't been to one and will definitely sacrifice me. And I'm
but you have to remember something. I've seen the movie and been to Rocky Horror hundreds of times, number one. Number two, I acted in the fucking play. I know every line in that movie.
I've seen the movie.
Recite the entire movie.
I've seen the movie at least 5 times every October for the past 20 years.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
So
I used to have to sing that entire fucking thing every day 5 times. Every day for 9 months. And then when I was a kid, it was every Saturday. Every Saturday. It's what we did at midnight. Every Saturday. We dressed up. We, like, the whole 9 yards. And it was so great, though, when you're, like, you're backstage and you're not supposed to look at the crowd and shit. But you're hearing shit.
Right.
You look out and the crowd's just going buck fucking wild. You're just like, yeah, fuck this place up. Not that I condone fucking up Port St. Lucie Civic Center, but they did. And that was wrong, but yay.
It was so awesome and so awful.
I want to be supportive and also, like, responsible. Don't fuck up venues.
I mean, it's like Godzilla was awesome, but still things happen that were pretty awful.
No, it's just funny because we're like
so awesome.
We're peeking out, and these people are just going fucking crazy, and we're like, they're gonna just tear this fucking place apart.
We're gonna die.
And we opened up, and it's just weird playing to a packed house like that.
Yeah,
like because you're out there and the energy's there, and you're just on stage like, what were the lyrics to the song? And you realize,
stage actors have it bad,
dude. It's so rough.
It is
because like. You just go out there and the music starts and you're just like,
like one tiny brain fart, distraction, whatever. And
you just
throws the whole thing off.
Nightmare.
Yeah.
Because here's what's going on. Like my part doesn't come in till later. So
13 beers
it's not
in.
like it's not like I was wishing my cast members ill, but I'm like, all right, if one of them fucks up, I'm going to look better. That way the pressure's off, and then
is that what break a leg means? You want them to fuck up so you can get.
So I'm like, all right, so if they do a really bad job, even though it's that old outrunning the bear thing, I was just trying to outrun the other cast members. I knew the bear was gonna fucking kill me, and actually went off really well, except for exposing my dance partner's breasts by accident. During a lift.
Accident.
It really was, too. I grabbed her too high, and she was wearing, like, that magenta tube top. Yeah. And the lift is straight up the swing dance, because we're swing dancing. Like, I'm going side, and then I have to lift her straight up. And you have to grab their hips. I grabbed about 2 inches above her hips at her waist on the tube top. So when I lifted her straight up, her body came down and the tube top stayed in my hands. So she was upside down with her titties out. And what's funny is she landed, pulled up, turned to the crowd, flashed them, pulled it back up, and ran in the back. And I'm like, way to cover that. But that was intentional. Like the first one... May not get arrested for. May not get arrested for public lewdness on the first one. Second one, fuck yeah, go to jail. We didn't. They didn't stop it. The crowd fucking went crazy.
I mean, if you're going to that show, though, you're probably not going to like report it. I mean,
there were children.
You're expecting. If you're bringing children to a Rocky Horror Picture Show.
No, here's the thing. There were kids there, probably like 12, 13 years old. And here's the thing. I don't feel bad about that at all. You're bad parents.
Right.
You should know better. Or you're really awesome parents.
Or awesome parents.
Nothing really bad happened. It's just men in drag running around singing about sex.
I mean, it's art.
Bullshit. It's art.
It's art.
It.
Tim Curry.
Nobody censored Michelangelo.
Tim Curry is just
not the turtle. The other one.
Yeah, the other guy. You know.
What he did.
So.
Can we all agree that Tim Curry's an amazing actor?
Yes.
He is.
I don't want to jinx it, but I'm glad he's. Yeah, I'm glad he's still alive. He's still alive, right?
Last time I checked.
I said I don't want to jinx it.
So many memorable moments.
I know he has.
Who's seen the movie Clue?
Look at his
And that's another one
endings? That's another one that's almost Halloween-y that we kind of watch every year.
That's a sleeper. People, no, that movie is a sleeper movie. That movie, you're like, Clue, it's based off a stupid Milton Bradley board game. It's fucking hilarious.
Don't tell me. About to say, I'll kill you.
He is?
Old.
Do you know how old, though?
72?
He's gotta be in his...
Close, 74.
Yeah.
Born in 1946. Man is a legend.
Fuck. He was in the movie Legend.
Yes. Best demon ever. Demon Lord.
Ever. Yeah.
Fucking Demon Lord.
He's just like, hi. And then it's like, you see a little bit more of that when in Rocky Horror. And you're like, oh, you're still playing the devil, dude.
Also, I judge you by what movie you know Tim Curry from originally.
What, as a human being?
As a human being
in
general, like what movie? What was the first movie you ever seen Tim Curry in?
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Pretty much.
Legend.
Really? Oh no, Legend with Tom Cruise and stuff. Yeah, I think because I saw Legend in the theaters.
I saw Legend when I was maybe like 6 years old.
I don't want to. When's the last time you've watched Legend?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
It's been a while for me.
So much glitter.
I don't.
If you watch it as an adult, right? If you watch this movie, do me a favor. Just YouTube a clip from fucking Legend. The glitter industry
so much
must have had a shortage that year. Because literally, like, I watched it and I rewatched it and I'm just looking, I'm like, everything has glitter. The trees have glitter. The actors have glitter. Tom Cruise, it looks like
glitter has glitter?
Like bukkakied with glitter. Everybody is just covered. Everybody and everything is covered in this thin, like, veneer of glitter, like strippers came through.
What was the weird
and just rubbed against everything?
The weird kid that was... I don't remember. I haven't watched it in a while either.
And the girl that's in it, it's a little pedophilic. I'm just throwing that out there. Like, anyway.
Yeah, well, a lot of movies had young actresses back then.
Yeah, 12 though.
What was...
she looked young.
I wouldn't say they were that bad about it, but Never Ending Story.
Never Ending. Yeah,
that was a wonderful
Here's the thing:
movie.
You don't need to. I love that movie. I just don't think you need to dress up 12-year-old girls to look like 26-year-old divorcees.
Nope.
No, you don't.
Not at all.
You know, little less makeup, guys.
That was a great movie, though.
It was.
Fucking dude, we're not even talking
Story.
about it. That horse died.
The horse. It's trending.
And now everybody's fucking. And now everybody's
again.
Night's ruined. Thank you. You're welcome. And here, Rollerskating Octopus Podcast.
The bog of sorrows.
I'm sad now.
It's a bog of sorrows.
You know what really creeped me out?
I had
those fucking
really
statues.
Big heads. That part, fucking
for real.
I'm not crying. You're crying. Like that part.
Do they have that on Netflix yet?
Between that scene of the horse and the rock guy.
The rock eater.
Rock eater. You're literally watching this, trying to be a dude, like
yeah, I'm a man. I'm a man.
Fucking
I'm a
rock
man.
people. It is the saddest shit.
It is.
It's like so sad.
I need to watch that again. I haven't watched that in forever.
I feel like crying.
The freaking statues always creeped me out.
And I rewatched Labyrinth, and rewatching that as an adult.
That movie was amazing too.
Yes.
So amazing, but David Bowie could have used a smaller codpiece in that.
with his equestrian pants.
But what's so funny,
pretty much.
You see it when it comes out and you're just a kid, you're just like, that dude is fucking cool. You watch it now and you're just like, bro.
Bro, you need to turn it down
You're not a ballet dancer. Who are you, fucking Baryshnikov here? Like, did he just go, I want a codpiece. You can just take a grapefruit and just put it. I want it to look as if a cantaloupe.
I need to get everybody's socks.
Yeah, everybody. Go out in the parking lot. See if there's people there. Go everywhere. Get all the socks. I'm just going to pack them around my junk. Like, there's a couple of scenes where he almost hits people. Like he almost
turning left.
He almost whacked a Muppet. Like, could you imagine
one
that?
Of Jim Henson's greatest movies.
Could you imagine that though? If you're like the Muppet operator and like,
and
you're like
Bowie's right next to it.
You'd go home. I'd be like, I touched David Bowie's junk.
I win.
I win at life. Just because anybody can say anything at that point, you can be like, touch David Bowie's junk.
Yep.
We're helping hands.
Yeah.
You're hurting hands. Do you want to go up or down?
I love
that movie.
I like the little mouse.
The
caterpillar.
If she'd have gone that way, she would have gone straight to that castle.
Yeah. Hello.
Nobody wants to go straight
Every
to the
time
castle.
I see that part of the movie, I want to punch that kid.
You know
I've never wanted to punch an insect so hard.
So fucking cute, though. So fucking cute.
You could have.
Whose fault is that, though?
I mean, hers, technically.
Hers. You should have been like, I want to go to the castle.
Yeah.
I want the quickest route to the castle.
Because you would assume everyone's trying to get out of the labyrinth. I mean, but still.
Yeah, but she came in. Like what? Like
how would he know?
Whole,
from his perspective, all he saw was, oh, some bitch just passed me by.
Yeah.
She must be trying to get out of the castle.
So I'm gonna say hello. I'm gonna be like, hello. And they're
Did you
gonna
say
be like,
hello?
No, I said hello. Anyway, yes, we've all seen Labyrinth a lot. I used to watch that all the time when I was a kid on
too.
VHS.
Weekly.
On VHS, just
that Princess Bride.
Oh, love Princess Bride.
They did a 20 year anniversary thing recently.
Yeah.
You
know what they should never do is remake it.
No, if they did.
I watched a remake today.
Of?
Now, there was a movie in the 80s called Red Dawn.
God.
With Patrick Swayze in it. And I watched the 2000 and something remake of it. So I'm going to save you some time. Patrick Swayze's not in it because he's dead. It's awful. It's really bad. The dude that plays Thor, he's in it. And he plays who is Patrick Swayze's character.
Right.
Patrick Swayze did it way better. Stick to being Thor. You're a great fucking Thor. As Jeb, the leader of the Wolverines, you're fucking terrible. You did a bad job. You probably shouldn't have gotten paid for that. Just saying. Like, he's going to see this.
I mean, probably not, but...
What if he did? He'd be like...
Forward it to him, people, if you know him.
Yeah, he could be like, fuck you.
Whatever.
Like, what? I shouldn't get paid for this. Guess what? I don't. That's why people are like, oh, like podcast. Sorry, I don't make money at it. This is my hobby.
We just do it because we're here.
We're here someday. But we do have big things coming. Big things. Our side project.
The size of David Bowie's codpiece.
The size.
Nothing is that big.
There's nothing that big. Actually, adult hippos, way smaller. So we are working on our side project, the CCZIA. Still working on it. We had to take a couple steps back. We were doing some shooting, but we actually have to make it better than we thought we were going to make it. We're just going to throw it out there, but we need to back up and we actually have to do this correctly now because people want to see it in other places. So
we're getting it together.
But look for our Patreon commercial that we are shooting.
We're going to have stuff included on there as well.
Yeah. But
for the Patreon.
And as for the CCZIA, we will keep you posted. And from all of us here, we love you. Keep on squatching as much as possible.
Should we?
Could that be our tagline? Keep on squatching.
Keep on squatching.
Keep on squatching.
So how would you say that? CCZI? Would you that
CCZIA?
That's kind of a long nomenclature.
ASPCA.
That sounds longer for some reason, or is it just the commercials?
It's the same number of letters as the ASPCA.
But it sounds so much longer.
Well, we're CCZIA, okay?
Can we say like Kazia?
It sounds like you're saying a longer word than 5 letters.
The last 2 words are investigation agency. That's way long.
It is.
So
yeah.
CCZIA. Boom. ASPCA. They're
aspica. Isn't that a type of
aspic?
A substance.
You want to make some aspic from the 50s and eat it? Not me. I mean, I'm not going to fucking do that. But if you want to, some aspic, meat jello.
It's a thing, people.
It is. They used to do meat jello molds.
It used to be a holiday thing.
And it would just be meat chunks floating in meat jello.
Or hot dogs, which are kind of meat chunks.
Dude.
Vienna sausages are hot dogs.
I found a recipe one time, and it was just like hot dogs in aspic, and you literally use the hot dog water that you boil these hot dogs in to make it. I want to let you guys know. It's fucking awful. Don't make it. Don't even make it if you're like really bored. Maybe you smoke something and you're like, I want to make this. It's a bad idea.
There's a fun fact that most of you probably don't know. I know you do, but you know where gelatin comes from, right? The stuff that you use to make Jell-O?
Bone.
It's a protein.
Horse bones. Well, not horse, but it's protein that you get from animal bones.
And skins.
And skins.
And hooves.
And other body parts. Yeah.
They use primarily hooves.
Yeah.
And skins.
For all those who like Jell-O out there.
During the tanning
all those
process,
vegans that like Jell-O.
All you vegans that love Jell-O.
Vegans know that you can't eat fucking Jell-O.
But it's green, right?
You know what you
can
can
eat
have?
it.
Like a good friend of mine is vegan. You know what you can have? Unfrosted Pop-Tarts are vegan.
Unfrosted
I
Pop-Tarts.
checked.
They don't have egg in them for the...
Nah, they're just chemicals. Oreos now.
I mean, everything is just
chemicals. Which, by the way...
just saying.
Oreos
are, vegan.
In the late 80s, when they were just made out of lard and sugar.
Right.
Way better. Way better.
I mean...
French fries... There used to be a bucket of fries that you could buy, and McDonald's, for all you kids that don't know, used to fry all of their French fries
in straight lard.
In lard, and it was or beef tallow.
So, the blueberry, strawberry, and brown sugar cinnamon unfrosted are on PETA's list of accidentally vegan foods. By the way, there's quotation marks around accidentally vegan.
It's not that they made them vegan, they just are vegan.
And as far as Oreos, if I remember correctly, the guy that made Oreos originally made them for his kids because they couldn't have gluten.
That doesn't...
So he gave them straight lard and sugar between cookies.
They can't have gluten, but they can have diabetes.
Yes.
And heart disease. But seriously, like they made the fries back then. They used to fry them in beef tallow. Ugh. They were so fucking good.
I imagine
they actually had like a fry meal where it was literally a bucket of fries. It was like the equivalent of 2 whole fucking huge ass potatoes. Here you go. We fried this in a dead fucking animal. Eat this. And you would do this. You would eat them.
They're still supposedly the best French fries in the world.
They're not as good. They are not as good anymore.
Also not the best French fries.
No. But they are not as good anymore. I do like them still every once in a while, but they're not as good as when they used to give you heart attacks.
I think that's the problem.
Well, no, vegetarians...
really taste the heart attack of those fries.
Vegetarian. The reason why they changed it was, I think, either the trans fats thing or vegetarians just...
I think it was the trans fats.
Probably the trans fats, yeah.
They were delicious.
That was real.
I had a friend of mine who was a vegetarian, and I'd always go to McDonald's, just drive through, and be like, give me the bucket of fries. She'd just watch me, and I'm like, these are so fucking good.
What? They're made out of potatoes.
Can eat them. She's like, they were fried in a dead animal's fat. And I'm like, they were, and it is fucking delicious. Because vegans sometimes they'll be like, you know how that's made? Yeah, I've shot and gutted a deer before and chopped its fucking shit up and ate it. So
I know how meat's made.
Goose. Yeah. I've shot geese and ate geese, ducks.
Isn't it gooses? Or is it goosen?
Geese. Anyway.
Shot a flocking of moosin'.
I shot a flock of moose. Dude, true story. Leaving my place in Tennessee, walk down the road, look to the left, there is a fucking moose there, right? And I don't mean like, oh, look, a moose. I mean, holy fuck, is that a big animal fucking moose? And I'm like, moose don't live in Tennessee. I literally was like, I'm having a stroke. Why the fuck would I see a moose? That's like an Invader Zim thing. Like, here's a moose. And you're like...
Moose launcher.
So, yeah. So I'm like going, and it's just standing there, and it's a big bull moose.
Oh, God.
And
Which, by the way, get to like 12 feet tall.
Oh, no.
Bigger.
He was like... He wasn't 12. He was like 9.5.
They're big.
He was big enough to make me go, oh, and you get that little cold feeling in your chest, like, oh, I could die. I'm going to play the Let's Not Die game now. So I just back up, go to my house. I grab my fucking rifle, my high-powered fucking rifle, which I can kill a fucking moose with. And I'm like, slowly, and all of a sudden my neighbor comes whipping in on a fucking ATV, and he's just like, dude, have you seen a moose? I'm like, yes! I'm like, where did a moose come from? We're in the mountains of Tennessee. And he goes, the land next to you is a hunting preserve. They bring animals in and rich people hunt them. It got loose. The dude paid like 10 grand for this moose.
Oh my God.
And it got loose through the fence and it's lost in this area. I'm like, it's not lost.
The moose is loose.
Peed myself. It's down the street. So he calls on his cell phone, calls people. We walk down. Moose is still standing there. Just like,
moose.
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 And it's standing there, and I'm like, it doesn't know that this is a gun, so I'm not threatening this. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'll threaten you, and it's like, it's a stick. Neat. I have these. So we're standing there, and all of a sudden, pickup truck comes through with all these dudes, and it's like, and the guy just fucking caps it. And I'm like, just boom, with like a 400 Weatherby on the roof of a fucking truck, just shoots the fucking thing. And I'm like, I could have done that. And then I found out that dude paid like 15 grand to do that. So, hey, you do that.
More power to you. I mean, I don't think moose are.
Here's a real question, though.
Are they?
Did he eat the moose?
I would hope so if you paid 15
moose
grand
is
for
delicious, by the way.
I've had bear. I've never had moose.
I don't like bear. I'm not a huge fan.
Bear is very stringy.
Rawr.
It's very stringy. It's very greasy. Here's the thing, though. I think if you got some caribou, which can be some, kind of dry in some of the areas, and you get kind of the bear, and you mix it together, and you make Care Bear burgers.
Let's do that.
Caribou
burgers.
And bear. Care Bear burgers.
Care Bear.
And it'd be moist.
No, we should just take beer meat and make straight up sandwiches with them. That way we can have the Bear Witch Project.
Yes.
For these and worse jokes, watch us next week.
Enter rickshaws.
Rickshaw.
All right, everybody. It's been a lot of fun. Like, comment, subscribe. Next week we will have a full crew and everything like that. COVID's a weird time.
It is.
We're making the adjustments, but every week we come here for you because we love you, and we can talk about stuff, and maybe you listen and you talk to somebody else and go, Care Bear burgers, and they'll go, why? And you'll go, Rollerskating Octopus Podcast. So like, comment, subscribe, go to our YouTube page, comment, subscribe here on Facebook, follow us.
Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter.
So much shit. I just sit here.
I think we have a Twitch, maybe. Forget the Twitch, but I know we have a
Discord.
YouTube, Twitter, and a bunch of
Patreon.
Just go to whatever you use.
Just look for us
and search the Rollerskating
and then
Octopus.
like, comment, and subscribe on whatever you find.
And yes, on everything. And if you want to, have more quotable lines that you can confuse your friends with, watch the rest of our videos. And we got tons of like A House on the Moon. What the hell's that about?
Yeah.
Look at like 2 episodes back.
And subscribe to his OnlyFans.
Yes, I need the
money. For
more
candid photos of Curtis.
He really needs the money.
I do need the money.
He does need the money,
He's trying to put himself through college.
I actually am, so it would be helpful.
What's your degree in? Oh, psychology.
Psychology.
I have short-term memory problems sometimes because of
that would be long-term because
definitely
because of the water.
We mentioned because the water.
The water makes me have memory issues.
It's the Detroit water down here, man.
From all of us to all of you, we love you.
We love you guys.
Love you.
And thank you for watching the Rollerskating Octopus Podcast. Sarah, we love you. Miss you.
Wait, should we go check on her?
Yes.
We'll go check on her real quick. You said you were going to be there before the end of the show.
I said I'd try.
What the hell?
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I said I'd try.
No.
Wait.
We're almost done. We're almost done recording.
I said I'd try.
Like, we're literally closing up the show right now.
I'd try.
We'll see you next week.
Okay.
How was Sarah?
She was good. I'm still pissed at her.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. She got confused and started yelling. So,
dude, we ended this show that only took a minute or two, so I've been waiting. So I'm gonna go. You guys have a great evening.
You too. Love you guys.
Love you.
See you next week.
See you next week.
All right, and Slate.
I really looked up and you guys were still in the same position you were in when I looked down. I thought I was stroking out for a second.
I thought he was having a stroke.
I usually cut it out right at the slate, so I'm going to definitely keep that one in.
I even kept my face in the same position. I even have my face in the same position.